Hello and welcome to Bat Magic Gaming. My name is Josh. Today we are doing a live stream of Back to the Future. It's about time. Give me 1 second. I forgot to put. And here we go. Let's check the settings. I'm going to turn the music off just to be safe. And good. We should be good. Let's get started. Yes, show the goals.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ow! Doc, what happened to the car?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuit. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention, the thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see, is mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the 4th root of N, carry the 9, then... Let's see, is...
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake!
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late! Dad! Are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Doc stuff is being auctioned off. You better search the lab to make sure something dangerous doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Like, say, Biff.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it up first.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
It would take a pretty powerful force to knock that notebook out of Biff's grasp.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. Let's make some noise. Here's an oldie, buddy goody. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look! It's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly. I was just warming them up for you, Marty. Let's see what you got. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again. Now that is a dangerous amp. Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
About Biff, Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me. Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. He found it first, but...
Oh, well, then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something. I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad. I miss Einstein. I can't leave until I get Doc's notebook back from Biff.
Hey, I want to try something.
Hey, Biff. I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Never mind. Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you? Doc?
Hello, welcome in.
Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime, and that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you've come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you going to tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now? Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Step away from the door.
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Nah.
I haven't got all day. You're Patience, young man.
E. Strickland? You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't you?
Yes, what's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes! Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes. The day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tiff Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground! There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. All right, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year. least need to know the year.
That's what you get with these cheap, foreign-made kettles. But trying to find an American one nowadays.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear. Go ahead, dear.
Rebuilt in February 1932. The fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you. There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's, my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein? Time circuits on. Flux capacitor fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc. Einstein, where'd you go now, boy? Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's got to be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
No, not really.
That's the spirit. Destroy them with indifference. If we refuse to patronize their establishments and glorify their wicked exploits, they'll soon be exposed for the pathetic wretches they are. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Okay, come on.
Psst, Doc.
Morning. you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan? Right. But what? But what?
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided. Do you?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great. I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Biff? Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well,
what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands. Lazy hands.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me you worked at the courthouse. Okay. Hey, never mind. Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
What? Doc walk in the court.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No. What am I missing here? Or do we take H to stand for Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might not be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of the derivative of the speed relative to the speed of light? Oh, which brings us back to h.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
No solicitors.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Or do we take h to stand for the Hermitian line operator? Well, in that case, h to the a multiplied by the inverse. Now, if h stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally h to a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right? No. What am I?
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character! Now, if H stands for...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
About your...
Say it. Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? Well, in that case... H to the A multiplied by the...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone. Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it. Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Hey, how you doing, Einie? Hey, how you doing, Einie? Nah.
Or do we take...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone. Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it. Now, if H stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H...
I really don't think they need to know the Brown family phone number. I really don't think they need to know the Brown family phone number. Doc!
Marty! Have you found my younger self yet? Marty! Have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great!
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened. I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father. keep up appearances to appease my father.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here. But don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? Well, in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Now if H stands for one... Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. The one... Oh, no.
Okay, let's figure this out.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
Is that me? I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I played this before, and it was actually quite fun. But it's actually been years since I actually played this game. So I thought I would do a live stream on it.
Now if H stands for one-dimensional...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone! Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone!
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science? Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you? Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. that's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
Arthur McFly? It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
I don't want to record them right now.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here!
Sorry, boss.
How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it? Which is it?
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now it's my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? Hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? Hanging on to my peanut bowl. hanging onto my peanut ball.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood. Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that? Hey, kid!
Hey!
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What did you do? What did you do?
Oh!
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett! Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Hey! Hey! Al! Fix me up! Al! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out! Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, honey. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat? Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out. Huh. Deja vu. Huh. Deja vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know.
Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know. Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know
Hey,
you?
Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time. Sorry. Some other time. What now? What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time. Sorry. Some other time. What now? What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
It's me again. Please. I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time. Sorry. Some other time.
get up out, you'll need to go get something from the town center.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables. Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup, but I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over-eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well-connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
The orphanage.
My, how those little ragamuffins can eat. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly! Mr. Donnelly!
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Subpoena delivered. Yeah.
Michael Corleone!
Yeah.
Now I remember what to do.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, matches! Get him, Matches. Come down from there, you... Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order! You son of a bitch! Right now! Don't make me angry! That's an order! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! Up there, you scrawny little runt. Get down here right now! You can't get away that easy. Nobody puts one over on Kid Tannen and lives to tell about it. You're dead meat, twerp! Better start composing your epitaph now, because I'm gonna carve it into your face! In bullets! Get...
Einstein! Help! Einstein! Help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey! Where'd he go? Hey!
You let him get away, idiot!
Where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Head over there. If anyone's in there, welcome in. I'll be doing weekend live stream. We're gonna only do episode 1 today. Next Saturday, we will do
What now?
episode 2.
What now?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid! Right away, boss! It's Kid. Where's Kid? Where's Kid? I don't want to record them right now. Arthur McFly? Yeah? Got something for you. Thanks. Yeah? A subpoena! Something for you. Thanks.
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Oh, I hate doing stuff like that. But I won't have to much longer.
No?
Once we get that 190 proof alcohol and build my rocket drill, my future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job. My future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job.
Oh, right.
Okay, now let's check. Face it, you may never lay your hand on that bootleg boot, but there's someone who can.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Local charities is running low on soup. Never mind, I'm wrong. The pool hall isn't a charity.
Certainly not.
Never mind, I'm wrong. The pool hall isn't a charity. What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Local charities is running low on soup. No, I was just asking to make sure. I got a book. No, I was just asking to make sure.
Where?
I got a book.
Where?
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, you know, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You of all people should know that. Science has its own laws. You of all people should know that.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. That's a Tannen, all right. But couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know. Gas, maybe?
Gasoline? Yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
That'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured.
A revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
H.G. Wells? Not yet. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup.
Well? I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
Yeah. Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... Let's see. Have you tried... giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Aw, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we? You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we? The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
The kitchen's for management only, rummy. Whoa!
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup. Okay.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried...
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried... Salt?
Salt? What do you think, it's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
Ahem.
Leaks effect of barrels on the rack contains something stronger than soup.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Huddle up, Emmett. Huddle? Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
Oh, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right.
I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with. Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Eureka! Eureka!
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy. Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow. Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
If one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. That's right. They'll soon be gathering. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett volunteering his father's house for our meeting. The generosity of your friend Emmett volunteering
Wait there.
his father's house for our meeting.
Wait there. Michael, what in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing? Michael.
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question. Why? I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people? I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him. Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but
what?
But it's still impossible. Yes, but
what?
But it's still impossible.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her. Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait!
Back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. I thought as much. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on. What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Doc!
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man. Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Oh, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
No, hot. Extremely hot. The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions? By carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So,
he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But
Emmett?
Coming, father! Don't worry. I'll try to help you out. Father!
Don't you father me, child.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, father. Flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, father.
Someday you are going to...
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
If you knew what caused your mother and I...
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
You're going to find out.
Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. By Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? Galileo's rotations. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
You're going to find out.
You go feed the ducks, Father. Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me!
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me!
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
I hope someday you have children and you will not...
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
You're going to find out when you get older.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Children, and you will not...
Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son.
You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
For 17 years.
Mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Stop being such a crank! Father, why don't you ever listen to me? Such a crank! Listen, why must you always scatter condescension my way? Always scatter condescension my way.
You didn't. You're going to hurt someday. You guys.
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father.
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me.
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
Fire me. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future. Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
Just pay attention to what I say. Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure. Emmett, you got...
No idea what kind of pressure I'm under. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Von Brons have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man. Emmett, God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. Pressuring me to be something I'm not. I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. Flame. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake? I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Can't you see this? No idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Can't you see this? Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
Don't touch anything until I tell you to. Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Burning passion, Paul. What use is a microorganism for law? Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Why are you always bellowing at me? Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Feed the ducks, Father.
Pose.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. One great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Law? What use is a microorganism for law? Stop being such a krang! You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
So close.
What did you do?
Emmett!
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Generated. What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in... To be something I'm not. What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in... Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. By Galileo's rotations, do you ever... I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. Stop being such a crank! Why must you always scatter condescension? Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
You know who invented fire pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Can't you see this is eating me up inside? You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Why are you always bellowing at me? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. You don't get to control my life just because you've fed and clothed me for 17 years. I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Law? What use is a microorganism for law? Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. Would that make you happy? I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. What did you do?
Emmett!
Why are you always bellowing at me? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's blood. Scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's blood. Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
Just pay attention to what I say. By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? You know who invented fire pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Stop being such a crank. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start. I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. A bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Okay.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
You know who invented fire pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Why must you always scatter condescension my way? There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. Pressuring me to be something I'm not. I strongly object to the current of... Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
This is where you go way too fast.
I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? Can't you see this is eating me up inside? Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago.
Okay, you and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time
No!
ago.
What? What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill, and you and I
can take it and go.
Now all we gotta do is fuel up. But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. I lied to you. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, I'll get it back to you. You're gonna be a great inventor. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8. Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's... Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief. They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. Then they're still after him. But how am I going to rescue him now? Suspect slain. Then they're still after him. At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece. At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece. I'm coming, Doc.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I'm coming, Doc.
Marty!
You're still in danger, Doc. I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
You're still in danger.
Never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? What's he doing here? What's he doing here? Keys. But the window's shut tight. Keys. The window's shut tight. Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I'd better keep an eye on this. It's really my only way of keeping track of Doc's fate. I'd better keep an eye on this. It's really my only way of keeping track of Doc's fate.
You'll need those keys on the stair.
Gotta set up a distraction. Gotta set up a distraction.
Okay,
I don't think so. I don't think so. I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver!
I need a distraction.
You're driving too fast! Hey, driver! Watch how you take those curves! What are you trying to do? Kill me? I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You! Phew. Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. I have my sources. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch! Ow! Son of a bitch!
We need something to get rid of these cops! We need something to get rid of these cops! Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea.
This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
Run!
Doc! The throttle!
Why? Oh! Hold on!
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit!
Doc! Are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
I guess that will end this episode off right here.
What's
Don't
happening?
Forget
I don't
to
know.
like, comment, subscribe for more videos,
We'll
and
have
I'll
to be
catch you
careful not
guys
to run into
next
ourselves.
Saturday
Hey,
around
fellas.
7
All right, McFly.
p.m.
Let's go see the
Between
boss.
7 and
History
7:30.
says Tanner will
I'll
be
start
arrested
my
by a rookie
live
cop by the
stream.
name of Danny Parker.
I fear
Until
that
next
nothing will
time,
save Hill Valley from descending into
farewell.
the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.